our science presentation for the end of our year project. And here's a picture of what I drew for the flowers that we had to pick.
For your landscaping project?
Yeah. Ooh. And me too. I just did my cabin. I don't know what else.
Okay.
We had to list down 10 flowers that we liked pretty much, and we had to put down reasons why we wanted those flowers. And I picked 4 out of the 10. The first one was a cherry tree because I love cherries. The second one is an aster because we did a project before and I picked an aster to grow for a flower, but they didn't really grow that much. My third one is a morning glory because I like the 2 different colors that are on it. And my fourth one is a lilac because they smell kind of different.
Okay.
I picked peonies because we have some in our house, somewhere around our house places, and
Hold on, let's see. They're not growing yet.
yeah, and we have, and because it's in Minecraft, and because purple is one of my favorite colors, and that's what they mostly grow off. And roses, I like them. I picked roses because they're pretty and they smell good. And roses are cool and they come in many different colors like yellow, white, red, blue, and blue. And then I picked apple tree and cherry tree because because I love apples. I just love my apples. And cherries, I love my cherries too. And I also like trees because they're pretty good. And aster, I got that because they're pretty, and Emery picked that one to grow, she said. And I'm not sure how it smells. I don't think I've smelled one before. If I have, I don't remember what it smells like. Is that it? Yep, there's 2 plants right there. And now we have...
Okay, so you guys are done with your science landscaping.
Now we have our history presentations for our end of the year project.
Okay. Ooh, the sun.
You can go first. I did mine about Pharaoh. I was supposed to do one out of these 2 men, but I accidentally did one about Pharaoh. So this is all the facts that I did and all the stuff. The facts were Pharaoh was a ruler, king, or a god. Not really a god though. But the name of Pharaoh comes from the Great House, or Great House. And then where Pharaoh lived, he lived in his kingdom, but he didn't really live with Cleopatra, I don't think, right? She lived in a palace. Yeah, I kind of made a mistake until I figured out that she lived in a palace. So, and I accidentally wrote that with his with his daughter Cleopatra, but not really. Now he lives in his pyramid, or rests in it forever. He had slaves covered in honey, or this is more facts. He had slaves covered in honey to keep flies away from him. The term Pharaoh was used as a label for kings. How Pharaoh died. He was drowned in the Red Sea with his troops from Moses, and the Pharaoh's year that he died, and when he was born, he died in 51 BC, and he was born in 117 BC.
Okay, done?
Yep, okay.
Okay,
I wrote mine about Cleopatra, and she was born... Oh wait, I didn't write when she was born. Oh well. I think I wrote on the back.
It was like...
No, it's birth and death. She was born in...
Wasn't it like 690 or something like that?
Oh, 69 BC.
Yeah.
And she committed suicide by letting an Egyptian cobra bite her on the chest. And she was born a princess. She lived in a kingdom, well, a royal palace. And she lived in Egypt, obviously, because she's an Egyptian. And Cleopatra was princess and made queen. She could speak 7 different languages, and she had to marry her brother once her father died.
Ugh.
Her brother was 10 and she was 18, so they had to rule the palace together. She had many husbands. I don't know how many kids she had, but I know of 4 of them. And these are some hieroglyphics, however you say it. That's an N.
Hieroglyphics.
That's a U. That's an I, an L. These 2 are both a Y. That one is a C, but I forgot to write C. That's an F, an R, and the rest.
Okay.
And then here's an image of the Egypt where she lived, pretty much. And yeah, she died when one of her kids was 16 years old. She died on August 12th, 30 BC. Oh yeah, she was born in 69 BC.
Okay.
Cleopatra was digging in a nest of figs, and there was an Egyptian cobra inside the figs, so that's how she got bit.
Ooh.
So it's not really a suicide, right? Well, she let it bite her because she felt it
Oof.
in there.
No thanks.
Cleopatra really did let the snake bite her. She got bit in the chest, obviously, like I already said. You may have heard that Cleopatra lived in a castle, but she lived in a royal palace in Alexandria. Cleopatra had 3 sons, and she had a daughter named after her, but it was Cleopatra Selene #2.
Oh, I like that name, Celine.
Yeah. And that's it for history.
Okay, so you guys are all done with homeschool for this
summer.
year, for 3 months.
We got done on Friday, today, May 25th.
Is
Or
it the 25th?
This phone said Saturday, the May 26th. Tomorrow's the 26th.
Okay. All right.
See
Say
ya.
goodbye.
Bye.